Okay everybody, this is your transformation and combining tutorial for your Armada Nemesis Prime Minicon team. So what we'll do is we'll get them into their alternate modes and then we'll do the combining. So let's start off here like so. This is of course going to be the wings and that's the head. So what we'll do is we will bring this up like so, and then this gives us an idea of what the orientation is going to be. So because that's going to be there, we're going to fold this up and over. There is a teeny tiny tab there for that to go in. Whilst this is just out of the way at the moment, we'll bring that over and then we'll rotate the feet on the ball and socket joint to make that flat. Same again on this side. Before we tap it together, we are of course going to do this, bring this up and over, tap that in. And we're going to move this around slightly when we're going into the Star Saber after, but for now that is how you get that one into alternate mode. There we go. Now we'll move on to this. We're going to bring this up, we're going to tuck the head away like so, bring the arms out of the way for now, fold in the toes as well, and then this will come forward over the top, collapse into place like so, and then the feet will fit underneath into there. And then what we've got here is a tab for where the elbow is. You heard that snap into place and go into the back of the wing like so. Make sure the toes are pointed up. There we go, 2 down, 1 to go. Last one, this one's the most tricky, and typically with mine the ball and sockets on the knees sometimes pop, or the top of the thigh, sorry, sometimes pop off, but I'll show you what to do anyway even if it does. First slide this out, bring this up and over, and then slide it down. And then what you're going to do, the back of the arms you can see there are going to fold and tab into this part in the back of the wing. So you've got a tiny cutout there. You're going to fold at the bicep and the shoulder. So turn the shoulder this way around like so, so the ball and socket is out. Fold up the bicep and then that should fit neatly into there. And then this is where the problem sort of happens with mine. What this is now going to do is it's going to fold over and it's going to collapse like that over the arm like so. Bring this up, rotate it over, and typically as soon as I've said that, it's all oh no, I was going to say it's all stayed together, but you saw it just came out of place a little bit there. Right, bring this over at the front. I don't know any of the correct terminology for the jets, to be honest guys, but there you go. So that is all of the alternate modes. Let's get into the Star Saber then. So this one's nice and simple, nothing whatsoever. This one, what we'll do is we'll fold back here like so, and this is where this will combine into there. Super simple. And then this is where I tend to always confuse myself trying to get this bit to tab in. You do not want the wheel to tab in, it is this part here. So what we're going to look to do, let's take this first and foremost, which was his arm, fold his arm out, and then what we're going to do, we're going to angle this slightly out of the way. So let me show you this. We're going to bring this around just out of the way for now, and then what we're looking to do is open up this like so. So bring this now to line back up. This is going to line back up, and then it doesn't say this in the instructions, but what I'm presuming you will do is bring this up and tab it into there. Now you can have it all the way back if you wanted to. You could perhaps tab this into there as well. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't say in the instructions. You can either have it there, but I think it would make more sense to tab into there like so. So let's get this to line up. There we go. And all we've got to do now, of course, as I say, don't try and pop this into there. That's where I was getting confused loads of times. It's this extra tab at the front is going to sit into here. The other thing that's confusing as well is all of the stock images and all the images you will see of this particular figure, this is white, whereas obviously in hand you can see it is definitely not white, it is grey. So there you go guys, that is the combining tutorial as well. Hope this helps you out. Thanks for watching, take care.